So I'm going to start by taking my waist measurements, but before then I'm going to take the length of the skirt. The length of my skirt, I'm going to take 28. But if you're not sure about the length of your skirt, kindly take your measurement from your shoulder to where you want your skirt to stop, and then take away your half length minus your half length, or you take your measurement from where you want your skirt to begin and fix the length. So this is what I'm trying to show you. Like I said before, you need three measurement for your basic skirts, straight skirts. You need your waist measurement, that means your waist circumference. You need your hip circumference. You need your knee measurement. And if your knee is not the full length of the skirt, you need to add the length also, making it 4. But if your knee is going to be the length, that means 3. If you're making a skirt, a very long skirt that will get to your ankle, you need your waist circumference, you need your hip circumference, you need your knee circumference, and you also need your length, which is the ankle. So in this place, I just decided to take my waist measurement divided into 4, and I added 2.5 inches allowance. I'm very comfortable adding 2.5 inches allowance whenever I'm making my skirts, because I'm definitely going to fix a dart, and the dart is going to take 1 inch, which is 2.5 minus 1. I'll be left with 1.5, half for stitching and half for sewing. I did the same thing with my hip circumference too. After taking my hip circumference divided by 4, I had a 2.5 inches allowance. Now, to get that fitted part, that fitting you so desire, like a princess skirt, after getting your hip circumference, just minus 1 inch from your hip to get your knee circumference. It's not going to be too loose, it's not going to be too tight. It's just going to be penciled, and then you enjoy the feeling. So after getting your length, your hip circumference, your waist circumference, your knee circumference, you just have to stitch together. And I'm trying to make that place curvy for you to see the shape. Yeah, the hip is the biggest circumference we have on this particular tutorial. Of course, your skirt, your hip is definitely bigger, and I couldn't find my hip curve, so I just had to make a freehand on it, and I'm cutting through to my waist. Yeah, so after cutting the front, I'm gonna place the front on another fabric to cut my back skirt. So I'm placing my front skirt block, or should I say my front skirt pattern, on another fabric to cut my back. So what I'm doing right now, I'm sorry the camera didn't capture that. What I'm doing, I am going to leave 1 inch allowance for my zipper. If you're going to fix zipper, if you want to fix zipper, you want to fix your buttons, then you should always leave allowance for it. So I'm leaving 1 inch to fix my zipper, and I'm getting it fitted at that waist, at that knee point, to give us that back fitting. After then, I just have to cut through. This is the shape. I'm sorry about the camera didn't capture that, but this is the shape. You see what I'm doing, I'm cutting it out after getting my zipper allowance. I had to go inside by 1/2 inch at this point, at the knee point, so that I'm going to get that straight fitting skirt I so much desire. So this is it for the skirt. For the front block, you're going to take away 1 inch starting from the top just pick 1 inch, connect it to the waist, your exact waist, please, not the allowance, the exact waist measurement, and just trim slanted in a slanted waist. This is how your skirt should be. The back is meant to be higher than your front. As the same thing with your trousers, the same thing with your skirt, and the same thing with your gown. So you pick that measurement. I'm just taking 4 inches. That is where I'm going to start fixing my dart when I start sewing my straight skirt. I'm notching it just to serve as a guide for me. And then this is it. This is your skirt, this is your skirt, this is your skirt. So in the next class, when we are going to sew it, you're going to see what it's gonna look like, and then I'm sure you're gonna try it and you're gonna love yourself for doing so. Take care. Bye.